New timeout lengths. Okay. Yep, got that. Okay. Something going on with YouTube there. Anyway, today it's the 19th of September. It's a Tuesday. It's another cloudy, sunny day, sort of. I've got the Spanish painters in the basement at the moment doing some paint work, so you probably hear them doing a bit of singing, no doubt, in the background. Yeah, so I'm sat here, and I've already had a couple of mozzies on me, so I don't know how long I'll be sitting here for. Anyway, who's that? So Vodka Dave's in. So Vodka Dave is a top man. Everybody else is top people. So today's chat now, actually got it all written down, and today's chat is about, and this is from Skillet, which I think is called Steve, but I'm not too sure. He wants to know about money exchange. Quite a bit on this one. Money exchange. I got chipper. Now that could be chippy, because my writing can be a bit awful sometimes. Petrol station, and which I suppose we all have to end up there eventually. The graveyard. So that's today's chat. Not forgetting, it seems to be working. Guys, if you like the channel, you like the content, please subscribe. Because YouTube tells me I've got to remind you guys, you've got to subscribe. And not forgetting the good old coffee fund. If you want to contribute to my coffee fund, there is a link below this video in the description. That's all I can say really, because I know the other day I was talking to one of the ladies was saying she watches me on telly, but you can do it on there, but it's a bit of a flaffle. So just do it on your mobile, or yeah, do it on your mobile. It could be easier. Anyway, today's weather, cloudy. Looks pretty stormy now. We've had over the next couple of days, we've had a yellow warning, yellow alert warning, which means in some places in the Murcia region, they say you could get up to 6 inches of rain. Obviously, I don't know where it's going to happen. But so far today, since I've been here, it's been just cloudy, really. What I'll do, I'll just turn it around so you can see, if you can, from that thicket above my pool. It's pretty cloudy, but it hasn't rained. But like I said, it's a yellow alert warning for the next 2 days. Supposedly we could get heavy rain, but as far as my app says, nothing about rain. But anyway, right, I've got a couple messages before we get on with the chit chat today. Like I said, it's 25 today. Oh yeah, not forgetting the duck. The duck says that, and that's why I'm not going in the pool. But believe it or not, even in the pool, it is 25. So it's 25 out, 25 in the pool. There's no way I'm going in that. Too cold for me. I'm just big sissy, I know, but I'm not going in that pool at 25. You know. Anyway, right. I've got a shout out to Phil James, because Phil James sent me a message yesterday saying he's got his hip operation next week. So Phil, good luck with that. Clive wants to know about the duck. So I've done the duck for you, Clive. The duck says it's 25 today. It's too cold for me. I mean, I quite like this temperature, but I don't like all the cloud stuff. I do love the blue skies, but it looks like we got this for up until the end of the week, really. And we might be lucky and get a couple of breaks, but probably not. So anyway, oh yeah, and just before I forget, today I went out with the Spanish Amigos, I think that's right, by Steve and Mandy, and we went to Golf Deluxe, which is like a crazy golf place, not far, about a 45-minute drive from here. Torre Pecker, amazing golf course. It's a crazy golf course. It's not a proper golf course, but challenging. It's got 18 holes. We also had a meal there, very nice. If you want to watch the video's out next week. It'll be on my Campusol Explorers channel. Be out next Tuesday. Worth coming along. I'll tell you, it's all in the video, all about how much it costs, what's the meal like, what's the course like, all about that next week. So, today's chat, like I said, my writing can be awful. Money exchange, the chipper, I think he means a chippy, petrol station and the graveyard. Right, money exchange. I mean, what can I say about the money? Other than, you know, I work for Currencies Direct. If you mention their name, guys, if you're coming over, if you're first time, you haven't used the currency thing, and you want to use Currencies Direct, which you can, you know, it's you know, not forcing, but if you mention my name, Expat and Mazaron, I get a small commission. I mean, what I like about Currencies Direct, mainly for me, is if there's a problem, I can go in the office. And also, if you're not very fit and able, and you can't get about much, they'll come and see you. It's all very well getting transfer-wise. It's an app. It's internet-based. You'll probably be speaking to some bloke in India. Over the years, I've learnt my lessons with internet stuff. They come and go. Okay, that transfer-wise has been out a few years now. Now, apparently, the guys that run are not even English anyway, but a lot of people swear by it, but to me, I prefer to use a company that I can have a chat with. And that's about all. Oh, look, and just in case you're always asking about seeing the wife, so there she is. She's behind that bush there. Yeah, so I use Currencies Direct. And another good thing, it's on campus, so if I've got a problem and it's next to the bank. Like I said, to me, it's handy because I can actually chat to somebody real and not some machine. But that's your preference. Right, the chipper. Now, I think he's on about the fish and chip shop. Now, I did ask, because they're connected to the people next door to the chip shop, which will be on it's the old butcher shop. It's a family concern. Now, the rumour is, I can't tell, I'm only hearing the rumours, is the chip shop's ready. They're just waiting for the licence to be issued, which can take a couple of weeks, a month. The lady in the shop said to me she thinks it's going to be another month yet before they've been given the go-ahead, which obviously for a new business must be so annoying. But that's one of the things there in Spain, as you probably know, the manana attitude whenever. But it is going to open, but we don't know when, and we also don't know what the fish and chips are going to be like, because we've got a huge amount of places on campus that do fish and chips, and some of them are very good. So they've got a lot of competition, a lot of looking up to, and let's hope it's nice. Petrol station, right? Yes, we've got a petrol. I think it's called Galp, GALP, on campus. So I think it's pretty reasonable. You can get cheaper if you go down to the port. There's near what I would say near McDonald's in KFC. There's like an automated place. I think you can get it for 5 cents cheaper. And it's a machine, and you fill up your car and you pay, you know, on the machine. But I use the one on campus, I'll be honest. And also, they've got like a discount thing. You go online, and so every time I fill up there, I get, I don't know, depending on how much you fill the car up, I get a small, probably like 50 cents back, which you can't complain. But at the moment, the petrol station on B is on a refit. They've got in the porter cabin. It looks like what they're doing out the whole station itself, just refurbishing it really. I don't know if it's going to be like a mini supermarket in there. I noticed the local ones in the area, especially the BP one, has got its little mini consume, which is pretty handy because that's open 24/7. But I don't know the one on campus, so what's happening there other than around the refit. How long that will take, I do not know. But interesting. Right. The most interesting one, I thought, was the graveyard. Now, since I've been here on Spain, they don't have like the traditional graveyards that we know it. Well, not in this area, you know. Where I've been in Spain, I've never seen like because there are COV churches in Spain, I believe, but I've never seen a proper graveyard as such. But obviously, down in the town of Mazaron, on the outskirts, there's two funeral directors. I know it's a Spanish one and there's an English one. So when you peg it, and they don't hang about here, they bury you within a couple of days, really, and obviously you're going to be cremated. But you can, if you want, if you got the funeral policy, you can be sent back to the UK. I mean, don't ask me about that because I don't know how that happens. I don't know anybody personally. I know a few people that have been living on campus that have passed away over the past couple of years. But I've never sort of actually been to. Sorry, I can't. But I've been to my dad's funeral. We had a British Legion guys do ours from my dad. But I know he was put into he was cremated. He was put in a pot. And I can't remember. I mean, anyway, one of the main things, guys, here in Spain, you got to make sure you take out a funeral. I mean, I'm not trying to flog this one. You got to take out a funeral policy, because when you peg it, it's not like the UK. You've got to have a Spanish one, and it's also got to be translated in English as well. We've already taken out a policy, so one of us pegs it. It's sorted out straight away. I don't know the full, like I've always said before, I don't talk about legal stuff. That's where you've got to ask a professional. But I believe it can get a little bit complicated here, because you will find whoever's on the deeds is usually a bloke. If the bloke dies, then the woman's got to take the name off, your name off it. It's not easy. So taking out a funeral policy hopefully sorts all that out. We'll find out when one of us dies. So, hope you found that all interesting. I've got 28 in the house, which is good to see. I've got 20 likes. That's even better. I've got my guard dog barking now. Bonnie's on the case. Yeah. Just pity the weather ain't better. But, you know, hey-ho, it's still warm. That's the main thing. And it's nice to have a little bit of coolness. So, yeah, 25 today. So, last week was probably touching the 30s. This week, it's dropped right down. So, it looks like, am I right in thinking, I did see a thing next week is when the switch gets flicked. Because the temperature is dropping now. It's starting to get darker in the evenings and in the mornings now. I'm taking Bonnie out, especially this morning. It looked like it was middle of the night. I took Bonnie out. But next week, they say autumn. I didn't think Spain has autumn. I thought it just went from summer to winter, but they're talking about autumn starts next week. So anyway, as always, hope you enjoyed the chat. I've got something different tomorrow. I can't remember what it's about. Oh yeah, I know what it's about. Cheryl. Cheryl's asked me a question a couple of weeks ago. Cheryl, if you're watching, it's your chat tomorrow. Can you remember what you was talking about? Because I got it written down. Anyway, so adios amigos, I'll catch you tomorrow.